I love
guys.
that.
Yes.
It's like a real TV studio in here.
It is definitely. How are you tonight?
Just evolving and evolving, isn't it?
It's evolving. It's out there. Hey, how are you?
Look on in. I think you're off the screen there.
I'm off the Insta screen, but I'm not off the Facebook screen. So
how's everybody?
Good night tonight. What are we talking about?
I'm excited. How do we stop that music that's playing there in the background? I swear, you think you're Jerry. I think you think you're Jerry Springer or something. All right, we're talking about how to make cash. How to make cash.
Cash out of property.
Yep.
Cash out. This is one of the most exciting chats that I've had to do online, because it's sort of like a summary on steroids of what all these guys get up to.
Yep.
And yeah, it's some pretty cool hacks, tips, tricks, things that people can do to make money out of property that we see all our clients do. And
yeah, we do.
Some of these are just really cool little things that you can do to make money out of property. And the great thing is that you don't have to be super rich. So a lot of these hacks that people talk about in the industry, you've got to borrow $1 million to buy a property, or you've got to have a commercial property worth $2 or $3 million. Not the case here.
Yep.
We've got lots of little tips and tricks here where people can make some money. We can share some secrets with you.
Yes, we've got little golden nuggets. I feel like we do tonight. Hopefully we're going to be able to help some of you guys out there as well. One of the best ones that I've seen.
I love your feedback as well. If you guys can throw feedback.
Yeah, if you can add anything to this, we'd love that as well.
That'd be a cracker.
We will. I'm actually just going to bring you guys up here on Novak as well. All right, here we are. Okay, so one of the best ones that I've seen, Mark, was a client had a big 2-story apartment.
Yep.
She had a living area and a separate dining area. Now, she wanted a magic price for her property.
She wanted a huge price.
Yep, she wanted a big price. Gorgeous
price.
property in DY. She wanted a big price for that property. Now, when I walked through that property, I did note that the dining area felt like it could have been a 3rd bedroom.
She thought you're crazy.
Yeah. So you know what we did? We ended up getting a quote to put up a gyprock wall across that dining area, which actually wasn't needed because she had such a huge living space that went out to this big balcony. So even without that dining area, there was still a considerable amount of living space anyway. So we ended up getting a quote for a gyprock wall to go up. Have a guess how much the gyprock wall cost?
$3,000.
$1,400.
Yep.
It was up in a matter of hours. And the great thing there was it actually wasn't going through any common property. So you could almost
use that. You used the guy who was doing the building used that special tape.
Yes.
So even though he was
builder's tape.
Builder's tape.
It's called builder's tape.
Builder's tape.
That's the girls' word for
so
it. Anyway.
The girls' word for it. So it was a gyprock wall, like a normal wall.
Yeah,
but he actually used builder's tape.
Yep.
To tape it to the floor, so it didn't actually penetrate the floor with screws or nails or anything.
Nope.
So it didn't have to really go through strata because it wasn't in full building.
Correct.
Can I show you?
So we called it. So it's almost like a screen, yeah. So we ended up putting up that that wall.
What it looked like?
Yeah, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up.
This is my new nerd thing that I do.
So we ended up putting up that wall, Mark, and have a guess what we ended up getting for this 2-bedroom plus guest room property. And actually, it was a weaker market. I'll say it was a weaker market. You need to move in your off Instagram.
So can you guys see that there?
Where are we looking?
That little puppy on there.
Yes.
Is that there? So I don't know if you can see.
I don't know if it's coming up. Anyway.
So that's the floor plan. So that's what Lisa was talking about here.
Okay, so
you had that was just one.
It is coming up, I think.
That was just one big living room down there, was it? Oh,
yes, it was just it was a really big living room.
Screen, man.
It was a really big living room, and as I said, we took away that dining room and created that 3rd bedroom, and it gave those vendors, Mark, about 65,000 extra on top of their sale price.
I'll try and
for a spend of $1,400.
There you go. Sorry, guys, I brought up the wrong screen. We've got 4 screens. It's not easy.
It's just a gadget, man. I swear.
Nah, there's the floor plan there. Look at that.
It's just a gadget, man. Okay, so point it out, Mark, for everyone, just so that they can see
Lisa.
it. We're on the shopping channel.
So, guys, just so you know, whenever I do something wrong, Lisa hits my leg. So I'll actually tell you when she hits my leg over the course of the next 10, 15 minutes.
For those of you guys that don't know, I am his wife, not his secretary. Yeah. So I'm allowed to hit his leg.
But she hits my leg. So
give him a little whack under the table.
I'll let you know when she hits my leg, which will take away from my discomfort, because I look like Lisa gets uncomfortable. Then by hitting my leg, it then makes me uncomfortable.
He gets slightly preoccupied with all these gadgets.
Anyway, let me go. Hey, let's talk about this floor plan.
Yep, it's a good one.
So, guys, this is property hack number 1.
Yes.
Hack 1 is this was a 1 living room.
Yep.
All the way through. Believe it or not, this was a 1 living room all the way through. The developer, when they built it, thought this would be too small just to make it the lounge room. So they made this the dining and this the lounge.
Yeah.
Lisa came along and said to the client,
let's put up a gyprock wall.
Right there.
Temporary.
Right there.
Temporary, not permanent. So therefore we could get around the strata.
Yes.
It was a screen of sorts used with builder's tape. And that created that third room there. So when we marketed it,
you still actually had a window as well, which is quite nice.
Yeah, we did. There was a window there.
Bed, you still had a little wardrobe there. So instead of it being a 2-bedroom apartment, it became a 3.
It became a 3-bedroom.
Yeah.
Giving those vendors an extra 60 grand in their pocket.
Surely you'd have a problem with council doing something like that.
No, because the thing was that it was fully disclosed that that's exactly what was done. Okay, people were purchasing the property knowing that that's exactly what was done. In fact, I think we may have called it a 2-bed plus guest room.
Yep.
But it did give those vendors, look, it went from being what would have really been an 850.
It was almost unfair to call it. It was almost unfair to call it anything else. But I reckon
100%.
I reckon that was
But when I appraised that property, Mark, as a 2-bedder, and the market was weaker, I will say that. I was suggesting that it was around an 850 property as a 2-bedder, but that we end up getting those vendors $951,000.
That's hack number 1. That's hack number 1. That is hack number 1. Hack number 2.
Cash, cash, cash. We're going to show you guys how you can make cash.
Hack number 2.
Yep.
Lisa Novak.
What are we doing? Hack number 2 is the granny flat. All right, I love this one. We've actually done one of these ourselves.
Yep. So people who are on a block of land bigger than 450 metres squared, you can do a granny flat on your block of land. You can do a granny flat attached. You can do a granny flat detached.
Yep.
It can be detached sideways. It can be attached sideways. It can be attached up and lower. Now these are pretty sexy little puppies.
It's a really bad name, actually, for a really sexy house.
It's a terrible name. Yeah, it's crap.
Yeah.
But these days, granny flat providers will to get your granny flat built. Compliance takes 7 days.
Yes.
So from the guy that walking through your door saying you want to do a granny flat to him actually starting to do a granny flat can be within 7 days.
Yep.
14 days. Whatever.
They're unreal.
Max.
60 metres squared.
Yep.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
You can have it turnkey for about $150,000. The trick is.
Yep.
Don't do all the bells and whistles. Do all the bare basics.
Do the tight ass version.
Yep. When we built ours, we said, guys, we don't want anything. We just want to do the bare basics.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, it was going to get rented anyway. We tiled throughout. 60 metres squared. It's a 2+ study that we ended up doing. We gave them a little bit of garden and a car space, and that rents here in Narroween for how much, Mark? I think we get about $700 to $740 a week.
Yep.
For that 2-bedroom, a 2+ study,
that's a ball
60 metre squared house.
That is a ball terror.
All right. They rent like a treat.
So the trick is you're spending 150 grand of your money. You're getting a $650 a week return.
Yep.
You're getting a return on your money. Say that 7, 5, 35K. You're getting a return on your money of about 8 to 10% of your money.
That's crazy.
I think it's more. Yeah, it's about 10%
phenomenal.
of money.
That's huge in the resi market as well. It's huge. So just from the top, guys, you've got to have a minimum block size.
20% of your money.
Minimum block size of 450.
50% of your money. No, 10.
I'm going to knock him under the table. Just saying.
So that's
450 metres squared.
That's hack number 2.
Yep.
So hack number 1, I should write this down. Hack number 1
is
can you write one next to that?
Additional hack number 1 is the additional bedroom. Creating the additional bedroom in your floor plan.
Hack number 2 is the granny flat.
Is the granny flat.
Hack number 3, rent your car space.
Yeah.
Rent your car space.
Yep.
So in certain areas of the Northern Beaches or of Sydney, your car space could be worth anywhere between $25 to $100.
a week
per week. So
pays your strata.
Yeah. So DY, for instance, you can rip an extra $1,500 out of your car space.
Yep.
Now, if you've got a garage, you can rip $50, which is $2.5 grand, which is going to pay for your strata.
Yep.
So,
but guess what else?
It's perfectly allowed.
If you've got a car space in a lot of these buildings, you can actually put a storage shed. You can go to Bunnings for $300, and you can whack a storage shed inside your car space, and you can rent that as well. I've seen that happen quite a lot.
Desperate times being desperate.
100%. But you know what? It's going to pay your strata.
Yeah, well, you could take it to the casino and put double and put on black.
You can. That's not the way we suggest that you make cash.
Hack number 3. That was hack number 3. Can I write that down? Because I'm going to recap.
Yeah, hack number three was the car space.
Yep. Rent your car space, $25, $35 a week, or $50 for a garage.
Yes.
Hack number 4.
Yes. Is the
you're the hack announcer.
I can't read your writing there. But hack number 4 is attic conversions on unit blocks.
Whoa.
We've got a photograph for you. We actually did see this in the eastern suburbs and thought, oh my God, what a bloody great idea. Now,
okay, you're gonna think we're crazy, but
a great one.
Allow us to explain.
This is a big one.
I almost stopped the.
This is a big one.
Check this out, guys.
So let me explain, Mark. We've got a block of apartments. We've got a block of 5 currently as an off market in Newport.
All right. So what you're looking at, guys, you're looking at old puppy of a building. See here, this is an old building, red brick shitter.
I don't know. Is that coming up?
Yep.
Okay.
It takes a couple of seconds before it comes up.
Good.
So it's a red brick shitter. So downstairs, there's 4 apartments. There's 2 on the top floor, 2 on the bottom floor. Now, these 2 apartments here that are on the top floor, the owner has stayed under the existing height of the building. Under the existing height, they've built a room in here. And what you can see here, that also goes underneath there. So they've pretty much got a king-size bedroom and another living room through here. And when they're putting that through council, they don't say we want another bedroom. When they're putting that through council, Instagrammers, we're on Facebook, that's why you can't see the visuals.
Yeah.
But when you're putting this through council, it's attic storage.
Well, that's what they call it, right?
That's what they call it.
They frame it up as that. Now, as far as I'm aware, that actually doesn't affect the height restriction.
Yep,
correct.
You're under the height. You're under the height of these.
You're not putting another level on. You're putting your attic conversion on.
The neighbours next door don't care because you're putting attic storage in.
So
they're getting views, by the way. A lot of these guys.
Yeah. That is such a smart idea, though. Such a smart idea. So
what's your unit block in?
So we've got a unit block currently at number 27 Nullarborough Road in Newport. Now that's a beautiful block of 5. It's on 1,250 square metres of land. Unfortunately, as far as we understand, it's hard to subdivide that land because you've got to have your minimum lot size of 700 metres squared. But I reckon, subject to council approval,
allow me to bring this across.
But I'm suggesting that this could be the perfect attic conversion apartment block.
There you go, kids.
Yep.
So
sorry to the Instagrammer guys. You can only see this on. Yeah. You can only see these photographs on Facebook.
Facebook's got the edge.
But what we're looking at now is a unit block of 5.
So you can imagine you can't really see the reach down the side. I don't think I've got the reach down the side, but you can imagine that apartment on the top floor.
Yes.
There's 2 apartments.
Yep.
That's on another angle. But you can imagine if you're reaching out to the left, you're actually looking straight out to the ocean.
So basically, those 2 bedders that are sitting on the top floor plate, Mark, they become 3s.
Yeah.
Potentially. Thereabouts, Diana, but we can say that tonight for the sake of it. All right, next one.
That was hack number 4.
Yes, so that was the attic conversion, we're calling that one.
Attic conversion.
All right.
Now, by the way, if you're clever enough to convince, that's owning the whole building.
Yep.
I've seen people clever enough to buy roof space from strata and then do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I've seen people clever enough to buy roof roof space from the strata
Yeah.
because they know you can build another story.
Yeah.
They buy the roof space, they build another story with the approval from strata, they make a fortune.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen.
Can I also mention something else that wasn't included in this hack?
Yes.
The other thing that I've also seen is people that are looking to build houses have put up scaffolding on their land to actually show people the potential views from the top story of that house. That's so smart.
You're not going to get your buyer on a ladder, and the drone photo doesn't quite show how sexy it is. So yeah, great hack.
I love that.
Hack number 5. Yeah. Hack number 5.
Hack number 5.
We've got the 10% subdivision rule. The 10% subdivision rule.
What's that?
Did you know? Okay, here it is here, guys. I'm going to bring it up because I'm getting really fun bringing them all up tonight. Is that my type?
Even I don't know what the 10% subdivision is.
Okay, guys.
We're losing you in Insta. You need to shuffle over a little bit. You don't care if half your head's in. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. What are we bringing up?
Now, to subdivide a block on the northern beaches, you need 1,200 metres squared.
Right.
But what people do is they forget this one thing. Here we go. Bring it over to you.
Don't forget our Instagram peeps can't see what you're doing. Sorry, guys. We're bringing up on Facebook some other screens just to show you guys what our hack number 5 looks like.
Hack number 5. So these guys bought a block of land, 1,069 metres squared. They paid a lot of money for the land. They paid $1.7 million. Little trick that they had on that block of land. I don't know why this puppy isn't coming up.
Super clever.
Share it is. There you go. Okay. So these guys bought this block of land, 1,069.
Yep.
And when you look at it on face value, you go, whoa, that's a lot of money. They paid a fortune. Now, the trick was with this particular place was from the sky, you can see this better. What these guys did is they had the house on the front. They realised there's a 10% rule within council, sort of like it's a variance thing, saying that, hey, we will actually let you do a little bit more subdivision if you're within 10% of the total. So yes, we want 1,200, but we'll give you merits if you're a little bit under. So these clever guys, subdivision approved. They've got another block now at the back. We had an offer on the back block of $1,050,000, and the house at the front, she's building a new house. So hack number 5, if you are not the exact amount council wants you to be, but you are within 10% of what council wants, you can potentially still subdivide your land. So hack number 5, if you're within 10%, you can still have a hack and get a subdivision. And just on that's
interesting.
It's a big one. And just on that puppy there, I do have to say one more thing I want to show you, which we invented for the owner. Clever. So this owner wanted to build a new house at the front because it had ocean views. So she's going to build a brand new house there. We were selling the block on the back. The owner said to me, hey, I'm selling the house at the front, house only. I'm selling the house at the front, house only for 30 grand. Sounds good. Well, I said, well, instead of selling it for 30 grand and then going to Mount Druitt and getting taken away, why don't you lift up that house?
Yes,
so
clever.
Push it to the back of the block.
It can be done.
My idea.
It can be done.
My idea.
There is a company that will come with a
they'll lift that up.
What do you call with the
jacks?
Yeah, they'll lift it up with jacks and they'll move the house to the back.
So
phenomenal.
It's a back hack.
Yep.
With a jack at no back tonight.
Okay, hack number 6. Oh God. Hack number 6.
So we've had that was so hack number 5 was 10% rule.
Yes.
And the little tickler on that one was you can actually keep the house and relocate homes, still get them council approved. So you actually don't even need a brand new house. If you want to build a house on the Northern Beaches, you can actually grab an old one. You're tighter.
Wow. And actually, just on that, with the granny flats, you don't have to build the creme de la creme, $150,000 granny flats either. There are companies that will actually provide you with the prefabbed ones, right?
Yeah,
you go online, have a look at mini houses, have a look at granny flats online. You will find them there for about $50,000. They'll come delivered on a semi-trailer, and they will drop it straight onto your block.
Yeah, how good's tiny homes?
Yeah.
I want to bring tiny homes up because I'm getting a bit excited.
All right, let's keep moving along. You are
hack number 6.
Keyboard warrior tonight.
Hack number 6.
Yes.
Tell us.
Hack number 6 is take on a student. So this is a big one, actually. It used to be the au pair.
It's big money.
In some areas of Sydney, it used to be the au pair.
Money.
The student would come, you'd pay them, they'd look after your kids and do your washing and all that stuff. Now people actually just take on the students.
Yep.
They just rent out rooms, and people are feeling more comfortable about it these days because of Airbnb, right? So take on a student. Now you can rent out a room for about how much do you reckon, Mark?
$325
a week.
Yep.
You can rent out a room, and if you're smart enough, you can actually whack a little kitchenette in there as well with a kettle and a microwave. And I reckon you'll get about $325 a week. That's phenomenal money.
You're gonna give them 2 meals a day.
Yep.
I think you may have to do the washing for them as well.
Yeah.
And you've got to give them an Australiana experience. So you can't just lock 5 of them in one room and get $325 each. You've got to actually make them feel
I think they call that kidnapping.
Yeah. There's a couple of people
Don't do that. Don't do that.
People have done that around the world. They actually went to jail for it.
Yeah, we're not recommending that, definitely not. But student renting out a room, there's another hack, right?
There used to be like that. I had you locked in the house for 10 years.
And then I got out. Everyone was like, where have you been? We've only just noticed you the last couple of years.
She was studying,
now you know.
She was studying real estate, studying for 10 years. Unleashed her into real estate.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. That's right. See, she's still got that from those days when I used to feed. I used to take meals on a train, slip them under the door.
Oh, you're a rat bag tonight.
So
okay, hack number.
So I like the student one because you got to be on transport. Units are okay, houses are even better.
Yeah.
And you can get like $300. There is also a tax ruling on it for it that tax or something may be allowed. So look into that. That's hack number 7.
Hack number 7. Hack number 8 is
boarding houses.
Did we cover Airbnb? I think we've missed one. Let's amalgamate. We'll amalgamate the student and Airbnb together. I think everyone knows how that whole Airbnb thing works. It's pretty straightforward. You list your property on Airbnb. You get some nice little photos of your property, and you can charge a fortune, Mark, during those Christmas, New Year periods. Huge. Some of these properties, honestly, are getting about $750 a night.
Yep.
For these 3-bedroom houses. If you're closer to the beach, you can expect to get about $1,200 to $1,500 a night over that Christmas, New Year period. Not only that, but I know people that have got houses that are down in Newport or even Palm Beach, and they're charging thousands of dollars a night
$4 million
over the Christmas, New Year period.
It's $4 or $5 million a night.
Yeah.
And boarding houses.
The B word. Oh, the B word. Phenomenal, but not a lot of people are fans when we mention the B word.
You don't need this for boarding houses. You don't need special zoning. You can do it in most places that are on transport.
Yeah.
They're boarding houses, very good.
It's a big one.
Boarding houses is a big one. So boarding houses are a bit fun. You may be like Tom Panos, who's watching, and have heaps of cash, like heaps, because he just gets up and talks and makes like $300,000 for 4 hours. But someone like him, like the world's biggest trainer,
yes, he is.
If you get the block of land and you build the brand new boarding house, quick fact that if you're not excavating, it's $120K per apartment. If you're excavating, it's $150 to $160K per apartment, and you can build 12, 10, or 20, depending on how big your block is.
These are insane.
That's big cash.
These are insane.
And they're not hard to manage. They can be managed by a conventional agent. You don't need
Yeah.
to get an on-site manager or anything like that.
Well, we manage a number of them. Now, again, like the granny flat, we need to come up with a new word for granny flats because they're really luxury villas.
Uber flats.
But with boarding houses, it's not like a boarding house at all. When we think of boarding houses, we think of like an old crusty falling down property.
Apartments.
These are phenomenal. At one stage we did call them young professionals accommodation.
Yes.
And that's really what they are, because these are super sexy apartments, aren't they?
Yeah.
Studios and one-bedders, often furnished. And then we're charging about, or the owners are charging, we're managing a lot of them, about $350 to $500 per week.
That's it.
The great thing is with the boarding houses is that in terms of, if people don't pay rent, eviction laws are also very different, aren't they?
Yeah, kick them out straight away.
We can just lock them out straight away. So it's great. Good for short-term accommodation.
Before we sign off,
we've got to go already.
And talk about sexy.
That went quick.
It went quick. But before we do, I want to show one other thing. If you're on Facebook, I'm going to show you this.
I feel sorry for our
I feel sorry for Insta tonight. You just got
Yeah.
hammered. But guys, this is a big one. This is called Tiny Homes Australia. They're a company who do tiny homes.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds and hundreds of people that have copied them now that are in different parts of Sydney. So hopefully I'm crossing over now. I think we're on. Are we on that? Can we see Tiny Homes, kids? Bang.
Yep, we can.
We are. Okay.
Yep.
So have a look at Tiny Homes, guys. You've got something like this. They are trailer mounted, or what people do is they actually pull the trailer in and build a deck around it.
Yeah.
But for 15 grand, you're getting a room. Okay.
Really, really sexy room too.
Really nice. For 50 grand, you're getting your kitchen, your bathroom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you can actually...
They look like little cabins for our Insta followers.
Some of them look like they're built by the home handyman.
They look like little doll's houses.
But some of them are quite spunky and sexy. Like, have a look at this little puppy, the Washington. You can have some fun with these guys.
It also, what they look like, but you know what, you could almost do that with a lot of these shipping containers, Mark. I know a friend of ours is in the shipping container business. Yep. And some of those transformations are incredibly cheap to do, right? And it just comes on, again, it comes on the back of a semi-trailer.
Do you know what the magic with those ones, guys? I'm going to stop sharing, but you know what the magic with those ones? You resell them similar to what you buy them for.
Wow.
So a granny flat.
That's cool.
You drop your granny flat on.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to, your granny flat's there forever. Tiny homes, you may want to build a brand new house on that block eventually.
Yeah.
You do not want a granny flat eventually. A tiny home's perfect because you can whack on your tiny home. You can rent it for $300-400, $500 a week.
Yeah.
And then you can trailer out the tiny home when you're finished. And then you can get a similar amount to what you paid for it. You may buy it for 50, you may sell it for 30, 40. Still very good.
But honestly, like a lot of people don't realise that their backyards are gold mines. So minimum lot size, 450 metres squared. You can drop one of those little tiny homes, or you can have someone actually build the 60 metres squared granny flat, and they're bringing in a rent of about $700 a week. Unbelievable. Really, really phenomenal money. And they rent out like a treat. Was that a round of applause?
It was a round of applause.
All right, so we're going to recap? No, we're not going to recap. All right, guys.
It's good ones there. They're really good ones.
They are. There's some little golden nuggets there.
Crackers.
8 golden nuggets. Also, an invitation out to the world. We've got our Novak Christmas party. Last year, we actually brought the house down. I think we went until about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm still recovering. But everyone is welcome. Yes, you do need to RSVP. Feel free to do that right here. Thursday, the 5th of December, guys.
Anyone, real estate agents,
100%.
local agents.
Invitation is open.
It's basically friends and family, and we've got lots of friends and lots of family that are real estate agents.
We want to celebrate with you guys.
Are not real estate agents. We've got landlords, we've got tenants.
Yeah.
Where all of our tenants are invited. Everyone scratches their head when we had invited so many people from different. They were like, "Why would you put your tenants together with your landlords?" It was a beautiful time.
It was a great night.
It was the first time we did it last year. Raging success.
It really was.
Love you to come. Dinner's on. We put dinner on for everyone. Yep. We put drinks on for everyone. It's we aim to go. If you want to drop in for 5 minutes, or you want to drop in for 5 hours, whatever you like.
We'd love to see you. Thursday, the 5th of December. I think we're starting at 6:30.
See you then.
6:30. We'll see you then, guys. I think that's it for tonight.
That's it. And by the way, congratulations to us, I guess, but to everyone for our podcast. We're hit over 1,200 people now.
Wow.
1,200 downloads.
That's on the Apple Store.
We've gone to season 2. There are 50 episodes in season
That's
1.
Cool.
Season 2, they've got 20 episodes there now. So
Yeah.
watch out for it, guys.
That's thanks to Tom. Thanks to Tom Panos.
Thanks, guys.
It's another one of his little tricks. All right, guys, that's it from us. Have a great week. We'll be back here again Monday night at 8 o'clock. And that's it.
Love your work.
See you guys.
Take care. Bye.
See ya. Bye.